Hi, Dr. Charles here at Boca, Raton, Florida. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about FUE hair transplants. FUE is the type of hair transplant where we take the hairs out individually from the donor area, back and sides of the head, and we put the hair somewhere else on the head where the patient's had hair loss. But what you have to realize is that the donor area on every patient is a very limited commodity. You have a certain amount of hairs in that area, and you have to respect that because you can only remove so many of those hairs before the back and sides will begin to look thin. So you got to treat that area very carefully and use it as wisely as possible. So there's a couple different ways we can prepare the patient for the surgery, but in most cases we have to shave the back and sides of the head, so we can use our little FUE device and carefully thread the device over the little stubble of the hair and angle it around directly into the skin, carefully not to damage any of the follicles. We want to damage as few follicles as possible because we want to salvage as many as possible. Now there's a few different ways to prep the patient for this FUE surgery. One method obviously is to just shave the entire head. One is to shave the entire donor area, just the back and sides. In some certain cases, if the case is small and the patient has really thick long hair, we might be able to shave a few thin little strip areas, leaving long hair above, in between, and below, so that it appears as if they have a full head of hair and you can't even tell that we did it. But that's usually not the case when we're doing larger procedures. We can't do that. And it probably makes more sense to shave the area because, again, you want to do as little damage to follicles as possible because you only have so many. When I'm doing FUE, I'm using a device called the WAW, it's spelled W-A-W, and there's different size punches. The punches vary from 0.7 millimeters to 1 millimeter. So they're very tiny, all of them. But depending upon the thickness of the patient's hair, whether that's curly or straight, this might determine which type of punch and what size punch we use. There's tiny little dots of lighter color skin that you're gonna see after the procedure if you shave your head bald. But with any tiny little bit of hair, even very short buzz crew cut type hairstyles, you would never see the little scars from FUE.